up, fellow Helldivers? Thorn here, out enjoying another day on the snow, but today we're going to be talking about a minigun and some more stuff that devs said they're working on coming to the main game. We're going to go over all that, but without further ado, let's jump into it.
So, fellow Helldivers, we are officially in a brand new year of, well, Helldivers 2, and we've come a long way. When you look at when we first had the Terminids and a little bit of the bots coming to the game, and now we've got Illuminate sectors lighting up all over on the South Quadrant. But that's not all, because Arrowhead and, well, the CEO and the game director did give us some pretty cool information about stuff coming in the future. You might have already heard this, but Pillstead the other day when talking about a minigun said would be even better. There are things we want to do before that. Miniguns as a carried weapon are notoriously problematic. You can see this in every video of people hip firing a minigun. They are more or less thrown backwards by the insane recoil. The way we would solve this is to have players be moved backwards unless they take up a steady firing position. This would probably also apply to the HMG, which was added maybe a bit prematurely. In addition, the backpack magazine is needed, and unfortunately the game currently doesn't support a weapon occupying 2 slots, which will have to be resolved before a minigun can be added. After all that is done, 5.5mm minigun will be ready to be deployed. Anybody that has any other design suggestions for how to realize a minigun in Helldivers. So it does appear that miniguns are definitely on the table, and Arrowhead has thought about it and how to implement them in the future, and they actually did just straight up say it will be ready to be deployed once they figure it out. But that's not all. There's a ton of other stuff the devs have let us know that we can be expecting in 2025. One of the more interesting ones was there was a recent interview that when it comes to crossover, what other IPs would they like to see? And Johan actually said it hasn't been decided yet if he's like Warhammer are good. Shams said he thinks Alien would be a pretty good theme. And then again, Shams followed up with that saying, I think it would be good to bring the Zerg from StarCraft. It would also be good to bring Terran Marine weapons, something like a Gauss rifle, which is kind of cool. And I don't know how they would exactly bring the Zerg. Maybe they're talking about like a future enemy type, which would be the most intense collaboration, as most recently we've really only seen cosmetics. Not to mention that ever since the Illuminate came in, the DSS just disappeared. However, they were clearly working on something. As they did say in a recent interview, there will be more features enabled next week. This was back on November 14th. However, those features never got enabled, and then, well, the Illuminate eventually appeared, the DSS disappeared. So there's going to be some more additional things coming with that is going to make it a bit more powerful. I'm hoping it's actually the platoon system, which we talked about the other day. But there was also a Reddit AMA where they just broke down a ton of the content they're working on. One is an upcoming weapon, such as the LAS-13 Trident from Helldivers 1, and actually he did let us know it's on the list of upcoming weapons. He wasn't 100% sure, but it does seem like this is going to be something that comes in. It's a very powerful weapon with a good magazine size, not a ton of range, but overall it's nice to see that coming in. Along with that, it looks like we're going to get a brand new exosuit mech. As someone asked, do you plan on bringing the XO51 Lumberer exosuit to Helldivers 2? And he said yes, but he didn't know when. If you didn't know, this one is a bit of a flamethrower based mech, so overall will be interesting. Obviously, they've got to go ahead and get the flame system up and running. That being said, one thing that has been asked for a ton is a color mod system, and when someone asks, as a big fan of the black and yellow OG armors, will we get some version with engineer perk at some point? And the team is working on a color mod system, same as vehicle patterns for armors, he let us know, which is absolutely fantastic. But that's not the only thing that's going to be coming when it comes to customization. It appears that someone asked, could we get a weapon lab to improve weapons using samples? Once you have them maxed out, they're pretty much useless. In-game economy question. He said, you were close to what we were working on, so we're going to have some kind of weapon lab where we'll be able to use samples. It will be slightly modified from what the question was, as he did let us know that it was close to what it was being worked on, but it is something we could be expecting. But going back to those mechs, someone asked, has mech customization been considered, add-on mix and match weapons? And he said, yes, customization is an active discussion, and then also pre-saved loadouts, and that is also in the works in the near future. Interestingly enough, Johan was actually asked about the whole Helldivers review bomb cape, and the question said they teased the cape regarding the review bombing that would have been amazing with community acceptance. Still have yet to see it, and he did let us know we don't want to release it until we get more clarity on the country issue, and he doesn't want to release it before it's resolved. And someone actually asked something very interesting, saying, wait, so it's not concluded yet. Could Sony really return on their decision? And he let us know it's actually the other way around. The final decision is going to be if it's sold in more countries. But if you're going to expand the player base, it does look like a question was asked actually about the meta and what's going on with the no beta test servers, or will there be one? And he said right now they have experimental server at some point is being worked on. It will be a restricted group of active users and some sort of NDA attached. We don't want spoilers for those that aren't testing, which is interesting. I don't know if that will be the actual resolution, as the large community won't be able to test things and get feedback, but at least it is something. Someone asked a very funny question, can we get a shower on the ship, something we can interact with after we get out of our missions to get the gunk off? And he actually said yes. Whether or not we get a shower, I don't know. But at this point, I think we need to full send every Reddit AMA with when are the showers coming. Luckily, though, we did also get some information about the platoon system. There is a clan stratagem known as the Sief, which is going to bring in NPCs to help us out. and he did let us know this is still in the works. So much is being worked on with the stability and balance controversy. It gets in the way of giving you amazing stuff, which I guess is somewhat true, but I imagine it also has something to do with an upcoming major order. All that being said, that's all the stuff that the CEO was willing to go ahead and give us on Helldivers 2. We're going to jump into community clips now. Don't forget to follow me on Thorn Smash on Twitter if you guys ever want to see your own clips uploaded in the video, but without further ado, let's roll it.
Max empty! Tagging location. Cancel that. Heavy. Southeast. 50 meters. Heavy. West. 50 meters. Reinforcing! Calling in reinforcement! Requesting sentry!
Objective critical stratagem available.
Found something! Calling in a hell bomb! Requesting sentry! Hell bomb armed! Clear the area!
Wow, 2 hell bomb.
Activating jump pack. Dropping a pin.
Objective located northwest.
Calling down fortifications.
Objective located.
Let me know down below, everyone, what do you guys think about the Gatling gun coming to Helldivers 2, along with a lot of the other things that the devs are working on. Also, don't forget to check out this video right here. We're covering more information on Helldivers 2 on the daily. And until next time, everyone, thanks for stopping by. Keep spreading democracy.